You're listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. The show that gives pastors and church leaders the clarity they need to protect their people, property, and ministry.
Welcome back to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. I'm your host, Ron Wadley with Insurance for Texans. We help church leaders protect their people, property, and purpose with clarity and confidence. This week, we're continuing our series on things churches don't think about until it's too late. Today's topic hits close to home if your church has an active youth ministry. We're talking about overnight youth events like lock-ins, retreats, and weekends away, and their potential insurance surprises if something goes wrong. Pastor Mark's church in Lubbock hosts an annual youth weekend that's full of games, worship, and late-night fun. This year, they decided to hold the overnight portion at a nearby camp. Everything was on track with their plans until the owner of the camp asked for proof of special event insurance. Suddenly, the church staff realized that they didn't know whether or not their church insurance policy would cover them for an offsite overnight event. We see this situation pretty commonly. Churches assume that they have coverage for something, but it doesn't actually exist. Event insurance matters. Overnight events bring extra risks. When you leave church property or stay overnight elsewhere, your normal insurance may not fully apply away from your church's campus. That's where temporary or short-term event insurance comes in. It is overage, designed for one-time activities like renting a campground, hosting water activities, or traveling overnight. If someone gets hurt or property is damaged, event insurance can protect your church from financial fallout. Before your next youth trip, take 10 minutes to call your insurance agent and ask, does our policy cover this event, or do we need short-term coverage? Insurance matters, but prevention also matters. Here are a few key preventative measures that you should have in place before your church's next overnight event. First is parental waivers, signed by every parent or guardian to acknowledge risks. Next is background checks. Require them for every volunteer or adult leader. Third is supervision rules. When kids are involved, supervision includes 2 adults present at all times. No exceptions. Lastly, have an emergency plan. Include things like first aid kits, emergency contacts, and nearby hospital info. A little planning now prevents big problems later, and it shows families that safety is a real priority. Don't forget to get the insurance coverages that you need. Even with good planning and preparation, accidents happen. There are 3 core liability policies that every church needs. First is general liability. It covers injuries or property damage during the event. Second is abuse and misconduct liability. It protects your church if allegations arise, even if they turn out to be false. And third is transportation liability. It covers travel in church, rented, or volunteer vehicles. An experienced church insurance specialist can make sure these coverages work together, so you're protected from every angle. Every story you hear about an event gone wrong starts with someone saying, "That'll never happen to us." But true stewardship means being ready before something happens. Planning for ministry also means planning for the risks that come with it and protecting the people that God has entrusted to your care. At Insurance for Texans, we help churches across the state plan smart, safe, and well-protected events through our True Texas Church Insurance Program. Whether it's a youth retreat, a mission trip, or a simple lock-in, we'll help you make sure your ministry is covered from start to finish. Visit insurancefortexans.com to connect with our church insurance team today. And don't forget to grab your copy of The Promise of Certainty at thepromiseofcertainty.com. It is your guide to making clear, confident insurance decisions. I'm Ron Wadley, and this has been Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. Until next time, remember, planning for ministry means preparing for risk. Preparation today protects your mission tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance. Until next time, remember, insurance isn't just about policies. It's about safeguarding the mission God has called you to lead.